Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another DIY video. Today we're going to try to recreate the Balenciaga slashed denim. If you don't know how they look like, I'll put them on screen right now. At first glance, you may think that they're pretty easy to do. I mean, just get some baggy nylon track pants, throw some baggy jeans with some holes on the sides over it, and call it a day. But no, that's not what we do here. There's actually a couple of things, or a pretty good amount of things, that I will have to do. For example, if you look at the picture showing the backside of the pants, you can see that they're actually high-waisted. Now that was one thing I was going to do in this video, but unfortunately the pants that I'm going to use for this DIY, it's just not long enough. So unfortunately I won't be doing that, even though I was pretty excited to do that. It would be my first time doing that, and it would have been a cool thing to learn, but we're not doing it. But there are other things I will have to do. Now before anything, if you guys do end up liking the final results of the pants, make sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and also share this video. I'd appreciate it so much. If you guys have any requests you guys want me to try to recreate, hit me up on my Instagram and I'll get back to you. Because of how baggy the Balenciaga jeans are, we're gonna work on some baggy jeans this time. I got a pair of Lucky brand jeans that have a relaxed straight cut with a 34 inseam, and as you can see, they're just way too dark. So to lighten them up, you already know I gotta bleach it. So I bleached them until I was satisfied with the color, and I'll be honest, I'm pretty happy with how the color turned out because it's pretty similar to the reference pants. The original width of the opening was 10 inches, but it looked like the Balenciagas had a slightly smaller opening to sit on shoes better. I made note of this for a step later on in the video. Now these pants aren't as baggy as I wanted them to be, so I opened up the hem to extend the length. I realized here that the hem on Levi's jeans have more folds than these Lucky brand jeans, which means when I opened these, it didn't extend the pants by how much I thought it would. Now I'm fine with the new length of the pants, but I honestly wish it was just a little bit longer, but we're gonna work with what we got. Now in the picture you can see that they have some track pants underneath the denim. To mimic this, I decided to use these gray cotton / polyester joggers because of how baggy they are, the length, and the stripes on the side. In the picture the pants are red, but these are gray, which means we have to dye these. Now I will admit I am pretty inexperienced when it comes to dyeing clothes, but I do know a thing or two about painting walls and stuff. Like when painting walls a different color, before applying the new color, you have to apply the primer first. Otherwise, the new color wouldn't appear as vibrant, or it would become a mix of the new and the old color. Now, I didn't realize this at the time, but this also applies to dyeing dark clothes. Like these joggers were dark gray, and I tried dyeing them red as they were. Obviously, the process flopped, and I ended up with dark gray joggers with pink stripes on the sides. After I washed and dried them, I tried bleaching them first to line them up so I can try dyeing them again. Yeah, that didn't really work either because they ended up the same color. I ended up scrapping those jeans and decided to go with these red and white track pants that I don't wear anymore. Since the majority of the pants is red already, I just had to dye the white panels. Since they're white, I thought it was going to be smooth sailing from here, but after dyeing them, the white became pink. So yeah, maybe I should just add the whole bottle of dye. Maybe the cherry colored dye I picked was the wrong choice. I don't know, but I was seriously contemplating using this as it is, but thankfully I realized that this would just diminish the whole look, especially since they're obviously supposed to be red and not pink. And also that dyeing things isn't really my forte. So I went with my last resort, these Mint Crew track pants. Laying them on top of the jeans, you can see that these Mint Crew track pants aren't baggy in the calf area, and they're not long enough to reach the bottom of the denim pant legs. Just like the denim jeans, I opened up the hem of the track pants to extend it. I just tried to milk the length as much as I could. Now the Balenciaga pants look like there's two pants in one, which is what we're going to try to recreate. To wear the final product, I don't want to have to put on two pairs of pants to mimic the look, so we're going to splice the track pants into the denim pants by attaching both pants into the denim waistband. To do this, we have to remove the waistband off the track pants by removing the stitches holding it together. Next, we have to remove the waistband off of the jeans as well. If you're unsure on how it was sewn together, it's a good idea to take a few pictures of the waistband and how it was stitched together for when you have to put everything back. Thankfully, the waistband on these jeans were straightforward, so sewing it back together wasn't an issue. Now we can start prepping both pants to be sewn together. The circumference of the opening of the track pants was much bigger than the jeans because it had a stretchy waistband, which meant it wasn't the same size as the waist of the jeans. So to line both pants together, I pinned both pants at the back middle seam and both side seams. The next issue was the fact that the track pants don't have a fly like the denim does. Fortunately, there was a seam that went straight down the middle, so I opened it to almost the same length of the zipper fly on the denim. Now to solve the loose fabric problem, I just folded each area one time and pinned it down, kind of like making a pleat. When everything was pinned and lined up, it was time to sew. At first I was gonna sew it with my sewing machine, but there was too many fabric layers on top of each other that I knew my needle would just snap even if I tried hand cranking the whole thing. So instead, I just hand sewed it. Now to create the slash designs. First, I marked up where I plan to make the cuts using a Sharpie so it's visible. It's fine to use a Sharpie since we're going to distress over it anyway. To create more natural looking cuts, I use a Dremel tool and a seam ripper so that it wouldn't look like I just cut the holes out with scissors. If you want to learn how to distress with a Dremel, I made a video you can check out that shows in detail how to do so. When I tried on the jeans, I realized I kind of went a bit overboard with the right pant leg. There's just too many holes there. So to fix this, I just took some of the cutouts and hand stitched them to patch up some of the holes I made. Since the calf part of the track pants were slim fitted, to give off the illusion that it's baggy, I opened up the area to about the length of my arm, which by the way took a long time because of the material, and pinned the ends of it to the pants, making sure the side seam was matched up with the side panel of the track pants, and then I hand sewed it together. To finish it off, from the measurement I took at the beginning of the video, the pant leg opening, I measured about 1.5 inches and sewed a slanted straight line from the marking I made. I didn't bother securing the stitch or cutting off the excess fabric because if I decide to change it back, I can do so easily.